Hi everyone, good morning and welcome to Infonox Market Insights with me, Richard Perry, analysing markets for Infonox on Friday the 14th of January. Now into this session, the US markets fell again into the close last night. We saw that selling pressure just started to come back in again, a little bit of caution coming back with the hawkish comments that continue to come out from the Fed members. Nothing overly new though. I think that the market is still now sort of moving towards pricing for 4 rate hikes from the Federal Reserve this year, but certainly the Nasdaq felt the selling pressure of that, and that weighed into the SP 500, and that is sort of filtering through into European markets a little bit subdued this morning. The dollar is also under a little bit of pressure back in once more today, although there are signs a little bit of that being stretched on the move, where the currency pairs such as cable and eurodollar a little bit stretched, maybe on the upside. Now, in terms of the data points we're looking out for today, we've got the US retail sales, industrial production, and Michigan sentiment. Retail sales and industrial production are expected to rise slightly on the month. Michigan sentiment is expected to fall slightly, but we're also looking out for further signs of the inflation picture being developed by that Michigan sentiment data as well. Now, the charts we've got to look out for today, I'm looking at cable, as I said, a little bit stretched on the upside, the potential for a near-term pullback, little show of maybe a little bit of a corrective move there, potentially on cable, but also looking at silver, again, bumping up against resistance. Is this time for a pullback? And also finally looking out for that S&P 500 futures, where they fell again last night, but is it still once more a buying opportunity within the uptrend channel? So let's have a look. Moving on to the Infonox MT5 platform, and we can just start off with cable, which is in this uptrend of recovery, sharp uptrend recovery actually, since the middle of December, and it's been trending higher and breaking through that primary downtrend that just shows how strong that recovery is. But you can see now that RSI, that relative strength index, is now into the low 70s. This is pretty stretched in terms of historical moves on cable, and it just depends on how far this one can go, because yesterday's candle, look at that, it's a little bit of a rejection of the high, that reaction high coming at 37.49. the market pulled back from there, and you're starting to look a little bit stretched, I think, and just sort of looking on the 4-hour chart, you can see here the pullback. It's had another run higher, but again fallen over a little bit this morning. You can see on that 4-hour RSI that the RSI above 70, but then failing at 70 on the way higher this morning. So there are question marks around how far this near-term run can go. This is on the hourly chart, and again, the sort of drifting lower of that hourly RSI, just generally the momentum is under pressure. You can see that support coming in around 37 big figure now. 37 big figure were to be broken, that sort of completes this top pattern area. It's only 50 pips worth of top, and it would suggest, I think, a corrective move, probably back towards that uptrend again, but just sort of starting to look a little bit stretched and maybe time for a pullback. So just waiting for how that cable run moves now. Looking on the silver chart, we've had a sort of run towards this resistance band that I've got in place here around 23.25 to 23.45. Little negative candle yesterday though, and just starting to consolidate a little bit, and the momentum here on this RSI suggests again we're sort of at an important level. If that RSI starts to go into the 60s, that would really suggest maybe sort of breaking through this consolidation range that we've seemed to have been in for the past couple of months. And it'll be interesting to see how the market reacts around that, because it has picked up this morning, but again, as you can see, resistance band overhead, and starting to sort of look towards the area where the RSI has started to fail again on that 4-hour chart within this trading band. So an important moment. You've got that support coming in at 23 big figure effectively, and that sort of underpins the near-term move. But certainly the pressure is mounting once more on that resistance, and a breakout above there would really open the recovery within what is, again, essentially a long-term trading range. But yeah, some key moments here for silver. And finally, on the S&P 500 futures, well, a sharp move to the downside yesterday. You can see that resistance coming in overhead, 47.10 area to 47.40. That seems to be an old level of resistance that is coming back in again. And yesterday's downside move corrective within the uptrend channel. You can see here the near-term outlook for the momentum is still very, very neutral. You can see that RSI sort of picks up around 45 but fails around the 60 area. So a slight positive bias to that momentum, but well, that sort of reflects again the uptrend channel, but again needs to now break through that 47.40 level to really move to the upside. But how the market reacts to this little downside move will be interesting. You've got that support initially around 46.40 area. So again, important moments for the S&P 500 futures. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it informative for your trading. I'll be back on Monday. We'll be looking ahead to the new trading week. So I wish you good luck in your trading, and I hope you have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you very much.